Hi everyone, this is Brian. I'm currently on a post-graduation work permit here in Canada, and my wife Sheila is on an open work permit. We recently went home to the Philippines, and I know how stressful it can be when you're unsure what documents are needed. In this video, I'll walk you through the documents we gathered, the steps I took to verify them, and some helpful tips that made our travel smoother. Even though airlines and immigration officers don't always ask for every document, I wanted to be 100% ready. Having complete and verified papers gave us peace of mind, especially since we're both temporary residents in Canada. Here's the process we followed and the documents we prepared. The first thing I did was email the Migrant Workers Office in Toronto. I asked about requirements and steps for contract verification. Their email address is mwo_toronto@dmw.gov.ph. They replied with a very detailed response, complete with instructions and attachments. These included the forms we needed for verification. Before coming to Canada, Sheila and I worked in Vietnam. We applied for OECs there several times. I asked the MWO if those records could still be used. They explained that the old BM online system is no longer active. Now everything is processed through the new portal onlineservices.dmw.gov.ph. So we had to submit fresh documents. For my application, I gathered my employment contract, job description, addendum to contract, which is the attachment from the MWO email, passport, ETA document, postgraduate work permit, employment letter, my three latest pay stubs, and the sinumpaang salaysay. While for Sheila, I gathered her employment letter, addendum to contract, her passport, ETA document, open work permit, her three latest pay stubs, and the sinumpaang salaysay. I organized everything in separate envelopes, one for me and one for Sheila. We included the payment $43.50 for each of our application, and it's $11.50 for contract verification and a $32 membership for OWP. We mailed the documents via Canada Post and added a prepaid return envelope which costs $40.62. This way they could send back the verified contracts directly. At that time, there was a talk of a Canada Post strike. This could have delayed the process. We decided to move forward anyway, and thankfully the strike didn't happen. We received everything on time, and the whole process took about 7 days, from mailing to receiving the verified contracts. Once we had the verified documents, I booked our appointment at POEA Cebu. I printed the appointment confirmation and brought it with our documents. At POEA Cebu, the processing was smooth and very quick. So that's the complete process we went through, from verifying documents to preparing for our trip back to the Philippines as a PGWP holder with a spouse on an open work permit. I hope this helps you prepare with confidence. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. And if you'd like me to share what actually happened during airport checks and immigration, let me know. Thanks for watching and safe travels.